Good evening, everybody. Welcome along to another stream. Hope everyone's doing alright. And yeah, as I said, this is not the normal time that I stream, or the normal day that I stream, but we're here anyway because the Try Guys video came out earlier this morning, and yeah, we're just gonna see if we can find some new people in the chat. So we're streaming to both YouTube and to Twitch right now. So yeah, feel free to say hello in chat if you are around. But yeah, at the moment we're just going to play for a couple of hours, play some games on woogles.io, and we're just going to play some games. Just going to play some casual games and see who turns up. So let's move over to the Woogles screen. Alright, so we could look for a game here. We could play this game that's already out there. Maybe we'll just click on this seek and we'll start a game straight away. Alright, so let's start this game here. Maybe we'll just play Tony, Q-N-E-Y. So you also have this Infinity Word screen at the top, so above my head. So if you're on Twitch, you can start typing out the anagrams to those letters, strings of letters, and you can clear the board basically, and then a new word will come up. And yeah, basically just work your way through it. If you are on YouTube, then you won't be able to type it in the chat. You would have to go onto Twitch, log yourself onto Twitch, go watch my stream from there, and then you can do it that way. So that's there if you want to get involved. So yeah, looking at the Try Guys YouTube video, it was at what was it at? It was at about 49,000 views when I had finished my stream earlier this morning or afternoon. It's now at 175,000, and yeah, that's quite a lot. That is a lot. So yeah, it's good to see. You know, good to see a lot of people interested in watching you know, a Scrabble video. It's always nice to have. Do you have a bingo? You have niteries. I think I'll just play here. And yeah, also in this in the video, I commented on the video itself, and my comment. Wait, it's kind of funny how that happened. I wasn't even expecting like many people to see it, but it's my comment on the video on the YouTube video has now got 4.1 thousand likes alone. It is now like popped right to the top of the video. So whenever you see the video, it will come up with my comment right at the top. Which is obviously quite nice to see. Pretty cool to see too. So yeah, be taxed to play through the E of Nighteries. That would score a lot of points. It's 2 double word squares. So that would score how much? 68. Okay, my opponent's playing Restruck, which is a good word. But yeah, we're going to play Be Taxed anyway. This is, I think, my best play. 68 points. So we're actually not that far behind still. Hi to Ancient Cosmographer as well in the chat, getting involved with the Infinity Words game. Yeah, again, if there's anyone out there watching, I mean, there are some people watching out there on both Twitch and on YouTube right now, so feel free to say hello, ask me questions if you have any. More than happy to answer any questions that you might have. Hi, Dustin Dude as well. Finally watched the vid, they pwned you. In the last game, I guess. I didn't manage to win that last game, so yeah. I mean, admittedly, the last game, when I mean, you would have seen it in the video, but Zach was talking to me about trolls. That really kind of messed with me after a while, because he was just constantly talking, and I know that was the whole point of it. But after a while I couldn't really remember what some of the moves were because he was distracting me that much. Especially having to remember the positions of all the moves and all the letters for like 35-40 minutes before that. I was no longer sure of what I could play, and I could only remember like the parts, only certain parts of the board. I don't think it would have made much of a difference anyway in terms of like winning and losing, but there was definitely like a number of moves towards the end where I actually wasn't sure where things were in the middle of the board. I felt like there was a big gap in the middle of the board somewhere, but I didn't really quite know what was sticking out or not. So I ended up playing my moves like kind of in the corners where I remembered what was there. And I couldn't score too many points that way, but yeah, I mean, 300 points was maybe a little bit too much. And if we played a fourth game, I guess we would have played a blitz blindfolded game instead, which actually might have been easier for me to remember because I don't have to remember for as long. I can just whiz through the game really fast, and I don't have to sit there and kind of let the picture of the board kind of ebb away. They would let QBAP go. I mean, it's definitely it's possible they may not have challenged that. You could play anything they didn't know how to challenge. It is true actually, because it was pointed out. Well, I noticed it or realized it afterwards, but the bingo that I played, pausable, was actually not a word. It was actually a phony that I played against them. They didn't challenge it. I guess they just kind of assumed that I knew what I was doing. They were too afraid to challenge, yes, I guess so. Only 5 points, but I guess they didn't just kind of assume that I was playing correct moves all the time. When you said you memorized all the words, they just assumed you wouldn't make mistakes. Yeah, maybe so. As well as you guys know, you may have seen all the words and have learned them, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you can recall them with 100% accuracy all the time. They failed to acknowledge he hasn't memorized all the phonies. That is true. Very important part there. Yeah, but the view count for this video is just soaring. Again, this has only just been out for 10 hours. There's 177,000 views already. We're getting close to the 200,000 mark already. I'm sure that will be hit by midnight here. Just for scale as well, the as we know, the last week's video, 4 versus 1, with the cornhole, has 448,000 views. It's been out for 7 days already. So like if we get to like 200,000 by midnight, we're actually halfway there to that view count already. And I think that's actually more than what it. I mean, I wasn't really keeping track, but it feels like we're at a higher trajectory than at least that video. And she goes, oh, I didn't even realize my opponent played a move. Oh, wait, it was only just a few seconds ago. Okay, I didn't really miss anything then. So Radowers has come down. Just loin. It's 26. Okay. Absolve or Absolver in 2 different places. Let's see. Ancient Cosmoga was saying, watching that video made me remember how annoyed I get by YouTubers who just yell a lot and having really exaggerated reactions to everything. Luckily you were chill. Yeah, I mean, you just kind of have to, I mean, they're just doing their job, right? They're just doing their job. They're, you have to kind of emphasize things a bit more, right? In those kind of things. Which I totally get, but I didn't want to, I mean, I didn't need to necessarily do that myself. I mean, that's their job, not my job, right? But yeah, I felt like if I was maybe over-exaggerating myself, that probably wouldn't paint the the picture of what I'm normally like, so didn't feel like I should really be doing that as well. Yeah, the energy of the video was good, just this smug, overconfident, chill guy up against these hype beasts. Yeah, it's kind of very important how you come across, because I know that there's a lot of like people that go on do these 4 versus 1 things, or go onto the you know, the channel, and then they kind of may come across in a certain way. I didn't necessarily want to come across as too cocky or whatever, but you know, I think I found that right balance of being kind of confident slash you know, confident, but also being a little cheeky, and but also doing it in a funny way too. So I think I felt like I found the right balance there. The cheekiness was perfect, thank you. Yeah, it's very important to not come across as like a brat or anything. Which would then mean that that would also be painting the whole Scrabble scene in a potential negative light. Which I don't want to necessarily say that I was carrying, or felt like I was carrying, the Scrabble community on my back for those 24 minutes, but I knew exactly what was up for stake here. And again, might not be much that comes out of this, but at least it kind of puts Scrabble more on the map now. So yeah, I mean, we'll see what comes out, what happens. We'll see what comes out of it. the view count just keeps soaring. Like every like I don't know. Every like 5 minutes, the view count goes up by like 1,000. Like it's like super hot right now. It's almost 179,000 views now. Like if you think about that, we've been playing this game that you're watching right now. We've been playing this game for about 15 minutes, and maybe 3,000 views have hit that video already in that time. I can't believe the Trigon's actually bingoed. Yeah, so actually, it got to a point where like Lindsay was actually kind of helping them a little bit. So, I mean, because they were losing by quite a lot, like we were kind of she was kind of helping them a little bit. Like they were kind of looking over to her and being like, "Can you, is this a word?" Instead, that's why after a while it wasn't really like I wasn't really challenging anything. So. In that first game where AF was played, that was the only phony that they actually played throughout the whole series. There were no other phonies. They were actually, I mean, again, you would have seen some of the plays that they actually made. It was actually pretty good. Definitely not like what you would expect completely at all, you know. Like I was kind of expecting it to be like I'm playing against complete noobs here, where they're only going to score like 5 or 10 points each time. But they were obviously a lot better than that. I think you all out there would notice that they actually, were actually pretty good. So yeah, after a while, they were kind of nudging, or not nudging Lindsay, but they were kind of like, is this a word? Or like, they're wondering if this is a word, and then she would kind of like help them out a little bit. So that I mean, again, that did kind of happen a little bit in the final game as well. I know that she was sat right next to me, but like they were also helping her a little bit. Asia Cosmographer saying, showing Wade/OE was actually a good demonstration to newbies about the utility of 2-letter words. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, very, very useful thing to know. The 2-letter words are the most important, in my opinion. My opinion, most important words to know, especially as a new Scrabble player. So they were kind of like they're kind of like wondering if OE was a word. Actually, at that point in the first game, no one was helping them, so they just kind of like, well, should we just take a chance on it? And they did, and then it was good. But yeah, once that AF came down, then they did not make any more phonies after that. So yeah, we're only 25 points behind in this game. I do have another bingo here. I don't have a place to play it though. Okay, foam comes down. Yeah, it doesn't quite work here. Could do something like catnip. That would score quite a lot. It's 45. But yeah, it's one of those things like, we were kind of talking before everything kind of went down. We were like thinking of ideas as to what kind of games we could play. And playing a blindfolded game would be like the pinnacle of like how far can you take this, What dictionary were you playing in for the video? So it was stated in the video as well, but we were playing to the to Collins CSW lexicon. There was no way that I could play the NWO dictionary without help. So I felt like I needed to play Collins, and then, you know, again, the Try Guys and the producer, I kind of mentioned that to them. I was like, does it really matter like what dictionary you play against? And they were like, it really doesn't matter. We just want you to show you, or to show off how good you are. So do to whatever standard rules that you want, and then we'll just go with it, which is obviously very nice. And again, they wouldn't really have any kind of real knowledge of those kind of things anyway, so it was nice that they just kind of let you kind of go with it and let the team kind of play along. Did they edit out your 45-minute description of all the different lexicons? Yes. I probably went on for more than 45 minutes, to be fair. I mean, where do you start? Where do you start? I remember seeing it in the video. Oh, I think it was like displayed on the video, like just I think it was like at least listed like to international rules, and then I don't know if it actually said specifically said CSW. I might be wrong. Okay, so Ha comes down. I was gonna play Qua there, but I have Quaid to go down here instead, and that will put me into the lead. Although the U is unseen, so we'll see if who gets that. So yeah, so I guess it doesn't really ever say. I'm actually kind of looking back at it, and it just says Wesper rules. And we never really explained what Wesper rules were, so I guess, yeah, it didn't say CSW, my mistake. Hi MKW Joseph, watched the video earlier, it was very funny. Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, it was very funny, very fun to be part of, I will tell you that too. CSW is probably better for them to phony less. Yeah, I guess there's more words and there's, in theory, fewer mistakes, potentially. Yeah, the mission the standards they were using. Yeah, so Wesper rules. Usually play whack for Wesper. I know Wesper. What does that? What does that even mean? They never explained what that meant. So I don't know. That would probably mean that would literally mean nothing to anybody. We played using the Scrabble lexicon. Hi Quinn, good to see you here. Yes, yeah, I streamed earlier this morning as well. Just after, well, an hour after the video actually came out, so that's when I streamed. And yeah, just to try and get some people again. And we're just here to, you know, we're here to promote the game, and hope to get some new people around. And we did manage to get a few people actually that just were, you know, just like when we did the Crescent City Cup coverage, and then Will Anderson kind of promoted this on his channel. The stream, and there's people coming in just saying, oh, I just came from the Try Guys channel, and I'm video, and I'm here to just see what's going on, and we were just online. That's the whole point of us being here. Again, it's a bit, again, the longer that you wait from when it goes out, there's going to be fewer people naturally that will be watching it, so we've got to try and strike while the iron's hot, try and get some extra streams in whilst we can. So that's why I'm here today on a Saturday. I would only be streaming for a couple of hours. I'm not going to be streaming more than 2 hours today. Well, I did more than two. I did about 2 hours this morning / afternoon, and then I'll probably finish it around 11 p.m. Central Time. So another hour and a half or so. Play Evan Borowski today. We've managed to tie a 5-game session, 2.5, 2.5. Wow, nice. Ancient Monograph said also, any mention of multiple dictionaries would make the video more confusing, less entertaining. Yep. No one, that's like the worst thing that could happen, right? More confusion, less entertainment. Big thumbs down. No one wants that. Joseph's saying a bit that made me laugh was when they asked, how do we get to your standard, and you can't. So we said you can't. Yeah, basically that's, I mean, was I wrong? Yeah, again, I just had to emphasize the dominance that I have and try and intimidate 4 people at once. I think it worked. Okay, neck has come down, which actually ends up blocking my move of Weta and Fanga, which then suggests that you probably didn't have the ass, but it's quite likely to have it now. I could play something like Rupert here. Again, I only have 1 tile to pick out. I'm pretty much going to go out every single time with whatever letter I pick out. So I have like A, W, E, L, N. Any of those would score a lot here. Which then leaves I, D, S, which I should be able to score relatively well with those tiles. Whatever I get, whatever I pick out, I think. The I actually might be the worst tile for me, potentially, in terms of what I can do next turn. But then that means that my opponent has just E's to play for as a vowel. So we'll see. I think this is pretty good though. I'm gonna go 18 ahead. It's gonna be tough to overtake me with an 18-point lead plus maybe another 15 or so, at least 15 or 20 points for my next turn. So my opponent's going to have to score like 40 odd points. So I got D there. So yeah, we'll probably just play WAD. I have that for 18. I also have it up here as well for 21. So I've got lots of places to play it. And it's very important because it actually ends up blocking alienese on that A of Kwai. So those A and the I in the top right corner were actually bingo lanes, which kind of again does a kind of a 2-pronged attack here of scoring a lot of points, getting rid of tiles. Well, actually just 3-pronged, and then also blocking the bingo lanes. Dustin Dude's asking, did your kids watch the video? They did watch the video, and I know you didn't know this because I've not really told anybody, but whilst this video actually came out, they were actually at a play practice, so they were actually out for like most of the time. The whole time that I was streaming early this morning and afternoon, they were out. They weren't at home. And then we actually had a birthday party for my son this evening. So in between that time where they finished the play practice and then we had to have our party, I got them both to sit down right here and basically do a reaction video to the Try Guys video. So I have recorded a I showed them the video, and then we did a reaction video with the two girls, and they were more than happy. And this was also like for them to just watch it, and we were like, let's see if what reaction they might have with it. Again, I haven't even watched it back to watch the footage of like what they even did. Not at this stage. I don't know. So we're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to watch that back and see if there was anything that was like noteworthy. Because if it wasn't that interesting, there might not be anything to do. So I'll have to look that back and see what happens. But yeah, they have seen it, and it might be turned into a reaction video at some point in the future on YouTube, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. And where is it? Quinn says, "Oh, happy birthday to your son. Thank you very much." His birthday was actually last week, exactly a week ago now. But for those that didn't know, I actually was on vacation in Hawaii last week. So we celebrated our birthday. Celebrated his birthday over there, and now we can celebrate on a weekend where we actually have our family here, well, the family that actually live here. Alright, so this is a good first game to watch here. I managed to get 506 points. My opponent with 489, and that included a 9-timer. So a 9-timer hits 2 triple word squares with this restruck move at the bottom of the board, and also another bingo that my opponent had with a blank early on as well. So we're a long way behind, but we still managed to catch up and win this game. Let's see. Yes, it did get auto modded. Yes, Joseph. Yeah, so I managed to, you can bypass that. It's all good. Okay, so that was game 1 finished for this evening session. I'm going to put out another seek and to see who might be around. Let's just put out a seek for a 10-minute game instead of 25 minutes. This might involve a little bit of waiting, but we'll see who might bite or might want to take this on. So yeah, once again, if you're out there watching right now, whether it be you're on Twitch, and you may have come from the Try Guys video, then go ahead and please follow the channel if you haven't already. It would be much appreciated. And again, if you are watching on YouTube right now, go become a subscriber. I haven't had that many subscribers like before today. It has to be fair. I haven't really put out anything, but I managed to triple my my subscribers on YouTube today alone. Again, it's not really, it sounds like a lot, but I'm not. It's like I had 25, there's like 75 now, and I haven't really posted anything, so we'll see what happens with that as time goes on. I might post some things every so often. It's not going to be like hugely, like not going to be like every day or whatever every week, but we might post some things here and there. Now you're on the hook for uploading YouTube content. Maybe so. Okay, there's actually a person that wants to play a 2-minute game. Maybe we'll play that. Maybe we'll play this person. All right, let's play this for Enzians. We're playing this person called Kabashibi. 100-point bingo to start with. Always nice, isn't it? And don't forget, this is a 2-minute game, so this is what you would have seen on the Try Guys video. Me playing very quickly, but also the difference is that my opponent will also be playing very quickly. and I have a lot less time to even think about what to do. They go higher here. So I might play above this. I play CAA. It kind of blocks things up a little bit, but yeah, I'm ahead by a long way anyway. In your head, I think you should try and play with a little bit of defense in mind. Opponent's already used half the time already. Tar. Okay, we'll play car. Said. Okay. This is void challenge as well. I don't have to worry about challenging anything. Wiley. We play diffs. Yes, okay. Pelt takes an A hook as well, but I don't have an A. Only one S as well left, so it might not be that dangerous if my opponent doesn't know it. Oh, I actually played the other S anyway. Okay, I'm gonna exchange here. Let's just take a hit and hope to improve my rack a little bit. I have an A now, so I have Pelter and Patron. One's almost about to run out of time. Let's see. Play Jinx here. Yeah, opponent's over time now. Hugie is good. Play Yor. Rouges. Play Guy here. It doesn't really matter what I do now. I'm gonna win this game. Just need to not run out of time, or run over too much at least. Yeah, I probably could have played this game a bit better on the end game, but not gonna worry too much about it at this stage. Alright, so we managed to win that by quite handsomely there. So yeah, number 3 points. Okay, we've got a bunch of other games available. We can play this guy. Well, actually, both of the Collins games actually end up disappearing. Let's put out another Seek. Okay. Noah Slat is back. We have Fiction here. So I know there's people playing the Infinity Wars game that's above my head right now on Twitch. But if there's anyone else out there that's wanting to play, feel free to get involved. And yeah, if you're on YouTube right now watching, there are some of you watching on YouTube right now, and feel free to head over to Twitch and get involved in the game if you would like to. Okay, so again, I said I had fiction. I could play it like here. Let's see, I don't really have anywhere other place to play it. Do I play it above or below? I think I'll play it above. So as I said, when we first started streaming tonight, it was only about 45 minutes ago. There was 175,000 views on the Try Guys video. It's now up to about 184,000. There's been 9,000 views in the last 45 minutes. Again, it's pretty amazing how the video is just growing, especially the Try Guys channel just like keeps rolling with views and followers and all sorts. To like levels that we're never even ever gonna dream about. We could only dream about at this stage. There's people. Oh, TE, very interesting move there. I guess I can just do outlivers. Could also play verb. That might be slightly better, maybe. More chance of bingoing after this, but my opponent's probably very close to something also. Oh well, I guess I'm bingoing next move. Pick up 2 vowels and a blank, which is kind of what I needed here. Probably didn't necessarily need the blank, but 2 or 3 vowels would have been good. Okay, Tetanic comes down, not a bingo. Okay, so I do have a bingo with the T here. I'm just wondering if there's anything with an I of outlive. Because at the moment I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, I don't think I have anything with the I. Again, I might be wrong, but I don't see anything there. So let's do terminus. Oh, hi to Emmanuel in the chat on YouTube. Just played you there. Getting a very high scoring game. Okay, Caddy comes down. Maybe just Yoji. It's 49. Wait, let me just have a look again. I mean, looks good. Yeah. Right. So I'm also responding to some of the comments on YouTube as well. Just trying to keep up with those as I go along. Broiled. So another full-timer. Another full-timer for my opponent there. But fortunately no bingo yet. With that, anyway. Well, not another one. So what do I do here? I don't have any words that go all the way down. I can just play firm. I don't particularly love the move, but I don't know. Scores are a fair bit, but I don't know. Another option that I have, this is 33 points, this is going to be a lot less, but I could play Grift here for 16. Keeping MIT, which actually looks like it might be pretty good. So, because the kind of the good constants left, like the low 1 point tiles, there actually aren't that many of them left. There aren't many eyes left either. And still quite a number of vowels left, so this actually might, if I had to put it through a simulator, this might actually be pretty good. But it does leave this spot open for a Z, but you can play the Z here as well, so meh. I think we'll do Griff. Ooh. Okay. Hi to Menace to Fish on the chat in YouTube, saying this is fascinating. I feel like I'm learning so many words. Yeah, it's there's a vast dictionary out there. It's hard to, not only hard and time consuming to learn, but it's there's a lot of words to learn. I'm gonna play QI here because I have 2 of the 3 remaining eyes left, and I can probably play to the triple. So that's what I'm gonna do. If I have a decent play or not, maybe Lewitt or something. Lazo, okay, my opponent did have the Z to go there. So, yeah, my opponent getting 76 for Josh and then 69 for Lazo. Back-to-back moves. Okay, there we go. Opsimas, hi to you in on Twitch, saying I was at the game against Newcastle earlier. Good, good. It was a good result for the Arsenal today. Hoping for a clean sheet, but it didn't quite happen, but that's okay. Okay, Owi comes down, blocking off a bingo lane on the right side. The question is, what do I do now? Because I'm a little behind. And the board is not particularly great for bingos now. I have these spots with Terminus. I have the E of Yojis, and then I have this L and the U at the top of the board. The board is kind of in a way where it's not really in a great... It doesn't look that great for bingoing. So essentially it means my time, or the time that I have to actually get a bingo down is kind of numbered. If my opponent decides to start closing down the board quite a lot, then that could happen pretty quickly. I could just play Mopane here to score well and open another bingo lane underneath that. There is an X on scene as well, so I could draw into that as well, but this is not really an ideal situation here with how this is turning out, but I think we're going to have to take a chance here. Unwished. I have unwished onto the U. I actually have two U's, one at the top and one at the bottom of the board, so that actually ends up pretty well. And they're both actually going to score a lot of points, because the W will be tripled up top here, and the H will be tripled down here as well. So that actually turned out pretty well. I'm guaranteed 96 points the next turn. Yeah, that was pretty fortunate. Yeah. Yeah, Emmanuel saying that in the chat. Very, yeah, nice draw. It was more than a nice draw, I would say. Managed to Fish saying, I never thought as much about Scrabble as a very mathy person, but I'm now realizing it's really a math game, which is so cool. Honestly, yeah, exactly. And I mentioned that in the Trailers video as well. This is definitely pretty much all a math game. The only kind of like non-math game is basically just the memory of like the words, basically. And as I said, you know, I can delve deeper into how it's all more of a math game. It's like, you know, as I said, it's just all about everything has a value. Everything has a number of points, and then you have the most number of points wins. But there's other things that, other kind of things like equity, which I won't go into too much detail, but every like rack or the set of letters that you leave on your rack after every move has a value also. So like if you keep, for example, 2 really bad tiles, the value of those 2 tiles might be like below 0 because, you know, you might not be able to score very many points the next turn. But if you leave like an S and a blank on your next turn, then it might be worth like 20-30 points. Because you are likely to bingo on the next turn, or you're going to get a lot of points for the next turn, is very useful to have. So then you've got to take those things into consideration as well. So even the things that you leave behind on your rack also has a value. So there's a lot to think about in this game that is related to math, just in general. Okay, so a Ra comes down, which looks like it's kind of a somewhat blocking play, or attempting to block at the bottom of the board. But we have Unwished that will fit at the top of the board too. It's quite possible my opponent does have the Axe and is setting up the X spot underneath a Ra with an E, which would score a lot of points also. Definitely possible that could happen. I do have the word edgy in the top right corner here, which would score 39 points. And yeah, it really depends on what my opponent does now. And yes, Saint J2B is also saying, but even that is largely pattern recognition in terms of like the letters that you have and what words you can make. Yeah, so exactly, Minister Fish and on the chat in YouTube saying there's a level of strategy that makes sense, but I never think about. Fascinating. Yeah, it definitely is, and it's always like a you kind of discover something that you probably didn't know every time you play or every time you might analyze a turn. There's always something that is you go oh really, okay. So there's always a learning. You're always learning all the time, even at my kind of level. But yeah, at the top of the board here, my opponent could play EXO underneath Unwished, which would score a lot of points. So we're gonna have to disrupt that by playing something like Edgy here. This would score 39. I'm actually gonna see if there's anything else I can do that might be better than that. So I could play something like I here for 37, but now the whole point is to try and go out on the next turn, which basically means to use up all your tiles on the next turn. So that way you can end the game, and that way your opponent right now would only have one turn and not two. It's kind of a bit of a race to get to the end first, but Edgy looks pretty good because I have Aid to go out the next turn potentially. Aid and Gita looks good, or Aside maybe through the S with the letters I have left. So it looks decent. I'm just hoping I'm not missing anything with Expos or Poxes or something that my opponent might have. So yeah, I think I'm going to play this. It's 39 points. Well, actually I was 9 points ahead. I thought I was 9 points behind. But being 48 points ahead now definitely makes me feel a bit better. So yeah, this is a reason of having two places to go out. It now means I cannot be blocked, so I have Aid and Gita here for 15, and Aside and B for 18. So two places to go, cannot be blocked on both sides, and it's really depending on what my opponent does now. I will finish the game on next turn. So yeah, those are the kind of like principles that you're kind of playing to. Again, this is all because I've been playing this game for so long. It's kind of ingrained into what I do. And again, if you have been playing this game for decades like I have, then you would like to think that I should be able to do these things this well by now. But you know, it's just a lot of practice, repetition, just like with almost anything else. Okay, so we play Aid here. This will be game over here. Alright, so we finished that game. We managed to win. Pretty difficult there with Josh and Lazo being played back to back mid game, and we were losing by a bit, but got lucky with Unwished at least. Okay, so we have about an hour left. I could play this person again. I mean, is it worth playing again? Do you want me to play this person again? It's a 2-minute game. I mean, let me know in the chat if you want me to play another fast game. We can again mix this up with like longer games. So this is another person that's actually wants to play a longer game. Which one do you want me to play? You guys decide. The first person that decides, well, I'll go with it. Okay, we don't have a choice now. We just have this one game, so I'm gonna go with this. Let's play this person. Okay, we're gonna play Bronk. So it's like Bronco, but without the You got a fun profile picture at least, yes. I mean, this person just said to me, bruh, no. I'm gonna lose, but yes. I actually don't know who this person is, but their flag at the bottom right corner, it looks like it's a Thai flag. So someone from Thailand. I don't know who this person is. So yeah, people, I guess people fear me to some degree on here. I don't even know who they are. I haven't even said anything to them yet, so I don't know. Kind of funny when that happens. Nothing to fear, we're just playing a game. So yeah, once again, I will also kind of do a quick plug once again. If you are watching this stream on Twitch and don't already follow my channel, we would definitely appreciate it if you did hit that follow button. Would be much appreciated. And there's quite a number of you watching on YouTube right now, so either feel free to say hello, or go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Would be much appreciated with that as well. Or if you want, if you're on YouTube, go ahead and get yourself onto Twitch and follow me there, because I will be on there as well, and you can get involved with the games that we have going on. Either way is good. So text, is that better than Dex? Oh. Problem is that I need like two vowels with this. And with text, I have a better chance of getting two vowels with 3 tiles to pick out. Okay, well, I guess I'll have to make do with no vowels. And yeah, that's how the game goes sometimes. Okay, Carvey has been played. Could just play FY here, which will score a lot. Oh, this is void challenge anyway. There can't be any phonies being played. So FY looks pretty good because it scores pretty well. Hopefully we can use the S hook for barriers later. Picked out a vowel with an I, but the B doesn't really help me very much. Could just play bids or dibs and barriers. That would score a decent number of points. So that would score 35, keeping DW blank, which is not great, but not the worst. Yeah, we just see what an opponent does here. We're playing. Don't forget, we're playing an 18-minute game here, not a 5-minute or 10-minute game. So we've got a bit more time to think about what to do here. It really depends on what my opponent does here. I think this is really a no-brainer in terms of what to play. If literally nothing changes, I think I just play bids. Or maybe dibs, it doesn't really matter too much. Okay, Poi has come down, okay. Again, hooking the O to Bronk. Doesn't change my decision making in this turn. Why play dibs? Because it makes it a bit more difficult to play in this spot here. Really the only difference. So if I play bids, this T would be here, and then the D would be where the B is. Then you can play actually any vowel in that spot apart from the U, which makes things a lot easier to play across. So, but instead now you have just the A and the U. So it kind of reduces the options a little bit for my opponent here. We're currently 50 points ahead without having to bingo yet. And my letters have not been particularly amazing so far, but we've got the blank in hand. We will see what my opponent does next. Integers, okay, so it's a bingo that comes down. Let's see. So twank is a word. Which kind of gets rid of a few of these consonants, awkward consonants at least. So yeah, I'm just wondering if this is really the best play. It quite possibly is, for me anyway. Okay, we'll go with that. In the my opponent just said to me on in the chat here, I think I just watched a Try Guys video and he was pretty sure that was you. What do I say? Yep, that was me. It was. Yeah, that was me, alright. Okay, Zoa comes down. So my opponent's about 40 ahead right now. I don't really see too many bingos. I do see bingo through the E here, like unveiled or unlevied. So maybe unveiled might be played here. 61 doesn't score that much for bingo, but I think it will do. Better than not getting a bingo, I guess. So can't complain too much. Twank is a word, I believe you, but that sounds so goofy. So yeah, so in the top right corner, you can see that it says Void Challenge. I don't know if I can highlight that for you up here underneath where it says regular. Void Challenge means that if I play a phony word on the board, it will tell me that it's not a word, and then you just try again. You just keep playing until there's something that's actually valid that will the system will take it. So there's literally no way to play phony words in this game specifically, so that's how I know that twank was good. But yeah, twank is a good word. I think there is, I don't know if there is a bot actually working here. There you go. So there's two bots, well, two bots there. So actually, I guess you can't. I guess Menace to Fish can't see this, but if you're on if you get yourself onto Twitch as well, the other kind of advantage to go on Twitch is that we have commands here where you can actually just look up a word and it will tell you we have a bot here that will tell you the definition. So I just typed it in there, not realizing or completely forgetting that you were on YouTube. But twank it means to make a short twanging sound. That's what it means. So I guess it means twang as well. A variation of the spelling. Again, I don't know. I didn't know that. And there is no, well, especially in competitive Scrabble or any version of Scrabble, I guess, there's no extra points for knowing what the meanings are. So I don't remember or know what the meanings are to these words. I would prefer to use that kind of mental capacity or mental brain space to remember more words rather than remembering the definition. So that's my personal take on it. Some people, other people also don't care about the definitions. Some people kind of care about it a little bit, and some other people really want to know them all, definitions, because it helps them remember the words. So it kind of, there's a scale in that sense along the line, depending on whoever you might want to talk to at any given moment. So yeah. Okay, I don't really know what to play here, I have to be honest. I could play Qua and get a bunch of points, but I'm keeping EEOO, which is not great. Yeah, far from perfect to keep that. But I might have to, it just scores so many points. So I can play Qua at the top left corner of the board, which is scoring 33 points. And maybe we just deal with these bad tiles on the next turn. I actually pick up the blank, which is a result here. Because there's only two, as a lot of you know, there's only two blanks left in two blanks in the game. I already played one of them with this Eye of Unveiled, and I have the other blank. Okay, that's another wild one. Which one are you talking about? What, Qua? It's the only three-letter word with a Q, well, QU together, apart from SUQ. There are very few three-letter words with a Q in it. Qua means in virtue of in Latin. Okay, we have Joseph typing out the definition for it, or asking the bot for the definition for Qua. It says it's Latin for the capacity of. And OJ Scrabble is also listing all the three-letter words with a Q in it. So QIS, QIN, QUA, SUQ, and QAT. There's only 5. Karivnia? Yeah, I saw Emmanuel write that in the chat. Maybe I missed it. I wasn't quite sure what that was in relation to. Okay, Larry is playing. Okay, we're gonna play something like OPE, OPE. So again, a good thing to do if you're playing Scrabble is to not have not too many of the same tiles on your rack, because it means that you don't have as much flexibility to do whatever you want. Like if you had 7 I's in your rack, like what are you gonna do? So we have 2 O's and 2 E's in our rack. Let's try and get rid of one of each. And then, just like that, you have a bingo. I mean, like Ghostier is good. Gothites, Gothiest, Gobshite actually would score more because the H is on the double, so that's what we would play next, I think. And it's 95. If my opponent doesn't score too much, I would actually be going up by about 100. Emmanuel said, I was making the point that there was a plethora of strange-looking words that are acceptable. Yes, that is true. So yeah, I think Hryvnia is like a currency, I think. I can't remember if it's the currency of like Croatia or Hungary or something. I think it's Croatia, I think. I might be wrong. It could be one of those. But yeah, there are a lot of words that are kind of strange that are actually good. And I guess, as I just kind of mentioned, it's a currency, a foreign currency, so there's a lot of number of foreign words in the dictionary too. In the playable dictionary as well. Even though they're not English words, they're still in the Scrabble dictionary because they have been used enough times. Ukrainian, okay. Then there you go. Then you know one thing more before I did then. So yeah, I've got my letters on the board. I'm just waiting to play it. I can just take the letters off for now. But yeah, I do have other bingos to play. If that gets blocked, I guess I can play Hosties. I think that's good. That goes 86. That's a lot of points also. And again, when you kind of play these moves, you also don't want to give too many options for your opponent for the next turn. And again, both moves kind of open up something. I mean, you can't really help that, but if possible, you want to score a lot of points and keep it tight so your opponent can't just blow the board open and then you're suddenly kind of trying to defend against things. So a quick check on the Try Guys video. As I said, there was about 175,000 views when we first started the stream, about an hour and 20 minutes ago. There's now about 191,000 views after just 12 hours of it coming out. And it came out exactly about 12 hours ago, half a day ago. It's almost got to 200,000 views already. And as I said, I also commented on the video as well, just kind of saying thank you to the Try Guys for inviting me and that they had a great time. That has now over 4,400 likes on that video. I'm trying to respond to whoever said, just talk to me on there as well. Okay, so Limed has come down, which is a bit of a strange play. I guess my opponent really wanted to get rid of those tiles, but I have Hosties down here, which is actually better now, I think, because there would have been a bingo lane on this K column ending with this PO. It would play through H and the O here. But now that's kind of blocked with this D in the way. And then the E and the S here open up a little bit, but they're not that open. So I think this is actually now a better play, or a much better looking play defensively, as a result of that limed play. And I'm still going to go up by about 100 anyway. So yeah. My opponent just saying how. Emmanuel saying this is why I play Redowers instead of Broadest and it still didn't work out. Yeah, so Emmanuel played Redowers. I can't remember what he played it onto Bitax, I think it was. When we played early tonight in the stream, it kind of overlapped like 5 different words, kept it blocked. The only full Scrabble game I've ever played was exclusively in Latin in high school, which for sure is easier than English as there's fewer letters. There's Menace to Fish, okay. I don't think I've ever played in Latin before. I can honestly say I don't think I know any. I am not versed in Latin in any way, so I don't know. But yeah, that's one thing that you've done that I haven't done then. Okay, June has come down here. And there's not really many places to go on this board. So I just need to block this board up a little bit, and hopefully I should be okay to win this. And if it means that I have to play off all my to empty the bag. So there's only 4 tiles left in the bag. If I just empty it now and block everything up, then I should be fine. I would think anyway. So I could play something like a stair underneath here, which blocks any bingos through the N or the E. I know I keep 2 I's, but it doesn't really matter if my opponent can't bingo. But these N and E's are kind of open for the taking, so I'm gonna play a stair. It kind of makes things a lot more difficult now. Nice play, thank you, Manuel. Yeah, I saw things like Rasta, but then I was like, there's got to be something better than that. But yeah, keeping 2 I doesn't really matter at this stage. He's just trying to avoid a bingo. So we have about 40 minutes more of this stream before I will bow out and say I've done a bit of streaming for the evening. So yeah, we'll probably play 1 more game, or maybe 2 if we get through it fast enough, and then we'll call it a day after that. But again, once again, there are people watching on both Twitch and on YouTube right now, so go ahead and give me a follow on Twitch if you haven't already, or go ahead and follow my YouTube channel if you're on YouTube right now. It would be much appreciated as always. So yeah, this is kind of academic now in terms of what we're really both going to have to do. I'm already, you can see here, I'm actually now ahead by 97 points. I don't think there's any bingo from my opponent here. And even if there was, I don't think it would be enough to overtake me anyway. So, pretty sure that we're over the line, home and dry here. MKW Joseph saying, I swear these words are always more uncommon than on the Infinity Words Twitch channel. Yeah, so I'm actually still playing this to the NWL 2020 list. So this is going to have slightly more obscure words than the CER, which are the common English lexicon that you can use playing this game. So yeah, the Infinity Words Twitch channel does have CEL, just to kind of allow people that don't play Scrabble. There should be words that you would probably know or have heard of. Okay, a foul comes down. What do we do here? Raid. My opponent does have ES left, so don't really have to worry too much about what I keep. Raid is 21 points. Okay. So yeah, my opponent's going to go out next turn, and that'll be it. It'll be game over. And we're down to about 35 minutes left of the stream. Or 30 minutes, something like that. It's a relatively short stream, so I'm probably going to stream again tomorrow at some point as well. Again, this is not the regular times that I stream, but it's going to be something, you know, something for people that don't normally turn up for them to see. Okay, so we finished that. Let's create another game. Let's make it like, let's see if we can fit 2 more games in. I don't know. Let's make a 10-minute game here. The little high is very fun. I mean, they're all words, so that is, it's all good. Yeah, we'll keep an eye out to see if anyone else puts out another request as well. Otherwise, we'll just sit here for a little bit and wait. Oh, okay, we have a taker. All right, someone that we haven't played yet. So my opponent's going first. So this is a 10-minute game, so we don't have all the time in the world to, you know, hang around, I guess. Okay, Matt has come down. I'm pretty close to a bingo here. Don't think I have anything though. So I have the choice of maybe playing Matey and K here, which is 23, or I can play it down here as well, which is also 23. I'm kind of thinking about playing it here because playing K down here kind of blocks things up a little bit. Here, at least I can play Mate or Mat, so make a bingo that way, or play through the C potentially. So I'm just trying to keep it open with the letters that I have. And yeah, I don't think I have a bingo here now. Oh well. Doesn't always work out, you know. That's how it goes. You're just merely playing the percentages here. You're not playing knowing full well you're gonna do, and you're gonna definitely do damage, but we'll see. Okay, so Clank has been played. I play ZE. That at least scores well. 37. And I keep Rices, which is very strong. Very good. That is to keep on the next rack for potentially a bingo. Okay. Ooh. We have the V, which is not ideal. Yeah, that didn't quite work out the way I wanted to. Okay, my opponent exchanges three tiles. I don't really want to like blow up my rack and play too many tiles here, but I don't know if it's just worth exchanging also. We really need to get rid of this V, which is not easily done here without getting rid of too many tiles, which is a problem. So I feel like I could just exchange the V. I could exchange one tile, and I'm likely to get a bingo almost no matter what I pick out. Almost every letter here gives me something, and U is one of them, so that's good. In clabbers, you would have you have Virescent, yes, through the EN of ZE and Clank. That's right. Okay, Prattle has come down. I don't have a 4-timer here, I don't think. So let's see, what can we do? So I think there's 4 bingos with a P. They're kind of more toward the start of the word, so it doesn't really help me here. I mean, where else am I gonna go? I think Sprattle is also good. There's a lot of bingos with Prattles. So I could play something up there. Like Cuitors maybe. Looks pretty good. Okay. You know, WoW has been played here. So those are kind of awkward. Low scoring tiles. Not a ton of things that I could really do. And I have like a U and two N's, which are things I want to try and get rid of. Hi to Tata. Good morning, I guess it is, in Thailand. Good morning to you. Yeah, we just played on the stream just now. Okay, we can pick Unakin. I think that looks pretty good. It takes a G hook. This scores a lot and gets rid of a bunch of tiles, so let's do that. And now I have a bingo peonies. Not akin, yeah, that's exactly what it means. Doesn't take an S though, it takes a G hook. Unaching is also a word. And there's all three G's are still unplayed, so something to look out for. Okay, gated comes down. I still have a bingo through the R here, or sprattle, so I can play something there. So things like Pioneers or Isoprene. Yeah, those things are available. So I think we'll play Pioneers. $62, okay. So I actually have the last two S's. I just picked out the last two S's. Poor, okay. It's interesting. We do. So something that kind of like, I don't know, stands out, but is to play something like Shift and Wows here. Just because it gives, it kind of gets rid of some of the tiles that I don't really want. But it does open up this triple lane, this triple spot, or 9-timer lane here, which I don't really want to do. I could also just play Fish as well, which scores 1 point more and doesn't open up the 9-timer lane so much. Only the Y goes the end of it. I mean, this might be slightly better, just defensively, slightly better. But I don't know. I can go either way here, but I think maybe Fish. Oh, I don't know. So the problem also is that Wowth does not take an S, so it's Wowth, Wowfer, Wowfist. So it's not even a setup for myself either. So yeah, I think I would just go with Fish. And then I have two bingos of Entrust and Nutters. Much less dangerous, yeah. So I have nutters and are in to play here. And now I'm about 150 ahead, so that, I guess, worked out pretty well. But yeah, now I have the G as well for unaching. I can play Gov or something down here. GOV. Or Venged. Actually, that's a lot better. I can play Venged for 48. Again, it's just piling on the score a lot very quickly. But I could actually also just not play that. I could play like Verd, V-E-R-D, and then save the G for next turn. So that's also something I can do, and I'm probably leaning towards that right now. Note that I could also play Verge here for 52, but that would get rid of the G. And maybe it's not that bad to do that, but I wanted to keep the G for unaching. Or maybe I don't need to. Maybe it's not that big of a spot to actively save the G. And there's also another G left. Like, I don't necessarily have to hold it. Okay, I do need to speed up because I'm running a bit low on time. So I'm gonna play Verge because I have the D to go underneath Fish. Hey, Fishy and Yo. Okay, my opponent's noticing I'm running low on time, so I'm gonna speed up a little bit now. Play Boy here. Oh, wait, let me see. Yeah, I think that's fine. Got a blank now. And the G. Jibe. Oh, gives me a spot at the top of the board. Re-adding is good, I think. Picked up the Q. Not sure if there's a place to play it here. And there might not be. So it's one of those situations where I actually cannot play off the Q. And my opponent has Rumored on their rack. They can't play it though. There's no place to play it. So I'm just going to have to deal and score with the remaining tiles on my rack here. And leave the Q to the side. Because that's not going to fit on this board anywhere. So it's what they call Q stuck. Basically means that the letter that you have, well, you could be Q stuck or V stuck or whatever. If it just means that your tile doesn't play at the end of the game. So yeah, I think we have time for one more game. A game similar in terms of time control to this one. And then we'll call it after that. So once again, if you are watching the stream and enjoying it, then go ahead and follow my channel on Twitch, if that's where you are. Or go subscribe to my YouTube channel. I don't know. I'm just gonna play this. Oh, you played in the same spot. Okay. Hit E here. So I might as well also play my move slowly. Have the L to go in this spot as well. That will be my last turn. And now my opponent only has one tile left, so kind of traded moves back and forth, and I'm only going to give away 20 points at the end. It's not going to be such a big change in the score, in the difference. Row is not a word, so we'll challenge that. So we're going to run through this. Okay, so we've got about 15 minutes left, or maybe 20 minutes left of the stream. We will go through one more game. No, okay, that's good. All right. So that is another game in the books. So yeah, that is that. Wait 1 second. So this guy that I'm talking to right now playing didn't know about the TriCast video. Yeah. Okay, let's go and start another game. So let's create another game. Maybe let's make it like slightly shorter, maybe like 8 minutes. And start. Let's see who takes this one. And if we have to wait too long, we'll just play against a robot or something. Oh, Tata's back again. Okay, here we go. Good luck again. Okay, so Tata, who is in the chat on YouTube, is playing me again. This will be the last game of tonight. So we'll see how this goes. And then we will finish off and maybe raid somebody. We're going to go raid maybe Extra Typo. Looks like he's actually still streaming right now. Okay, Wonk. Being played. Maybe Wah? Something like that. Okay. So OJ Scrabble, the word begins with an M. Okay, I have a bingo now. Okay, Souk has been playing. So what now? Got the U, which isn't great. Puh, maybe P-U-H. Maybe just this. Got Nizam, which doesn't score as much as I would like, but it's 44. It's still a good, solid play there in that spot. We'd like to put the Z in this spot and have a valid 5-letter word that would play across, but I don't think it's possible here. Reviver, okay. So I wonder if that changes my decision here. Probably not. Maybe Nizam still best. 44 points. Have celeries into this eye. 70 points. Doi. Yeah. Wow. Played a 3E bingo there, and I picked out another 4 E's. I pretty much emptied the bag of E's now. With those 2 moves alone. Yay, OJ Scrabble, you got the word. Good job. Oh, it's also a mantis? Is a mantid? Okay. Alright. Joseph saying, oh yeah, it was funny as well when you picked the A tile first in the Try Guys video. They thought you were feeding the ink on the tiles. Yeah, I didn't even, yeah, I mean, I couldn't even have written the script if I tried. I was like, yeah, let's get the closer to A, and guess what I have? Guess what letter I have, you know. Oh, somebody got the A. But yeah. Putting fee in that spot there for 23, keeping myself slightly ahead. Got a lot of vowels again. It's gonna take a little bit of like maybe hopefully a move, or maybe within a move or two, to kind of clear these vowels out. Taxiing, okay, that's a good word also. Do I play here? So I'm not in great shape here, has to be said. Definitely going to be a, looks like it's going to be a tough game to end the proceedings tonight. So yeah, I really want to get rid of the E, O, and the U. And our favorite 4-vowel, 4-letter word is uoi, which plays here. I could play that there, which looks pretty good actually, because it takes out the bingo, not the bingo lane, but the triple lane going up, starting from the top right corner. And also Pouty takes an S hook for Spouty. I don't have an S, there are 2 S's and a blank left, so this looks like a good way of kind of nullifying those threats for the time being and getting rid of some bad tiles. Oh wow, just drawn into Natji, which actually now plays underneath Fab. Oh man. Tripling the J, I've got 115 points. Oh boy. My opponent just said, "What is that?" But yeah, Najik misspelled with the J-I-E as an 8-letter word, or J-I-E and just one A as a 7-letter word. So there's variant spellings of this word as a South African word, looks like. Maybe Afrikaans or something. Okay, mend. So I'm actually now 60 points ahead. Now I'm just kind of looking at ways that, how do I lose this game? How can I lose this game? And it's basically losing to a bingo, essentially. This R Reviver is open. And there's a bingo lane across here above taxiing. There's a good bingo lane with the E or the C of celery. So there's a number of different ways that my opponent could bingo on this board. And there actually are quite a lot of good tiles left, which is a little bit worrying. So I'm going to have to tread somewhat carefully here with my next few moves. And with lots of S's and, well, 2 S's and a blank left, I might opt to try and play off more tiles. To try and get those tiles on my rack instead. So I could play something like Gloria. This will actually block potentially 2 of the lanes above taxiing, and maybe makes it a bit more difficult to use the R Reviver. Keeping DR to good leave, and getting rid of 5 tiles. So I kind of like this play. And I pick up an S, which is good. Probably need a few more vowels, but the letters in the pool, in the bag right now, look actually even better. I seem to have picked out probably not so good tiles. with that play. But it definitely stifles my opponent a little bit more with this R, that it has to be in this 7th position to have to start right at the top of the board, which isn't the most difficult thing to do. If you have an ERS bingo, then that would be relatively straightforward to do, I guess. Okay, so my opponent plays Sig. The letters now look even better. So I'm now looking to play off maybe 3 tiles and score as much as I can here. What can I do? 3 tiles. I'm also running a bit low on time. Need to watch out for that. Could play something like Dawn. Again, I'm using my only vow, which I don't really like to do, but might not have much of a choice. It's supposed to be 77 ahead, which looks pretty good. So yeah, maybe we just do this and hope for some vows. Maybe. Okay, I got the other S. But a bingo now for my opponent probably will still leave me ahead. And I have a full set of tiles to play with to be able to score points with. When my opponent, if they bingo, will only have 1 tile to play at the end of the game. So I should be okay. The problem is if my opponent does actually fish 1 more tile, then I have something to think about. But then I would know exactly what their rack is. Okay, rehandle comes down. So yeah, as I said, I will be slightly ahead after that. I have a minute to think about this now. So I could play something through here. I could play Stairs, for example. That's 19 points. Puts me up by 28. Opponent would need 25 to win this game with an E, which I don't think that's even possible. Which is not, well, I say I don't think it's possible. It's not possible. So I think I should win this game by playing this. Okay, we play that. So yeah, 28 points difference. I have 2 on my rack, 2 points on my rack, so that'd be 4 points for my opponent, which would make the difference 24 points in theory right now if my opponent goes out. So my opponent needs 24 points to tie and 25 to win with an E. And he plays it for 7 points. So that is that. I win by 17 points in the end. So not too bad. Got lucky with Nart G for 115 or whatever it was. So yeah. Not too bad, not too bad. Alright, so that kind of rounds off my stream for tonight. It's now 11 o'clock, pretty much exactly 11 o'clock US Central Time. So I managed to stream twice today, one in the afternoon and one right now in the evening, for a couple of hours each. I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream as well. Bonus stream, bonus stuff for you guys to watch. And yeah, that kind of comes in line with the bot that's just written in the chat on Twitch. Again, final thing is that if you don't already follow my channel on Twitch, if you haven't, if you're watching this back maybe not live, then go ahead and follow it if you enjoyed the stream. And if you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and follow or subscribe to my channel. Might have a few other things coming out in good time, Scrabble related, especially if you're interested in Scrabble. And you're coming over from the Try Guys video. And yeah, I actually started the stream just over 2 hours ago. The Try Guys video, the 4 versus 1 blindfold, Blindfolded Scrabble Champion video started off with 175,000 views when I first started streaming this. Today, right now, it now has over 201,000 views, and it's been online for just 12 hours. So that's a really, really encouraging thing to kind of see that people are commenting on the video, very positive things, saying great things necessary about myself, but also about Scrabble and how they enjoyed the video just in general. So very happy to kind of see those things being posted, and you know, I'm reading the YouTube comments and things like that. So I'm trying to respond to as many people as I can who have said good things about the video and about me as well. So I really appreciate all the good things there. So yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna stop streaming, and yeah, I will. What we're gonna do? I can just go raid Axotypo. We don't have that many people left here. I think a lot of people have probably gone. But again, appreciate everyone that was streaming, or watching my stream tonight. And yeah, that's about it. I encourage you to go follow Axotypo if you haven't already. So I'm going to put that in the chat. So go follow him. There aren't really anyone else left right now, so I'm probably not even going to bother with the raid. But we'll hopefully be able to stream some more tomorrow. So yeah, that is all. Yeah, thanks to everyone in the YouTube chat as well. Thanks to Tata for 2 games tonight. And yeah, hope to see you guys around soon, maybe tomorrow. And we'll talk to you later. Have a good evening or morning or afternoon wherever you are. Good night.